The other thing that we have to talk about is equality. We're not going to spend too much time here. Just note that in JavaScript, if you want to test equality, you have to use double equals. And if you want to test equality without any sort of type conversion, we want to use triple equals. So let's just observe how exactly this works. And I bring this up because this is one of the first, this is a common issue when you're getting started with JavaScript that you need to be aware of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and comment out my variables. We're not looking at that anymore, and we're going to look up equality. So looking at this first line, I can see that 1 equals 1, and that returns true, and that's to be expected. But what might not be clear is that I have this string literal 1, and I test whether or not it equals the number 1, and that both of those return true. Maybe you weren't expecting that to happen. So if you want to make sure that the data type matches, in addition to the actual value itself, then we use triple equals. And so generally speaking, your default standard operating procedure should be to use triple equals. So does that mean that double equals is bad and you should never use it? I actually have one use case that where I deliberately use double equals, and that is when testing if something is null or undefined. And when I run this, you can actually see that null can successfully be converted to undefined, and undefined can successfully be converted to null. And we can see that if you're trying to check that something is like missing a value, and that's what your check is, then double equals actually can be helpful in that regard. But if you're looking for a specific value, then I would say use double equals, and that will ensure that you have the correct type.